Hey everyone, welcome. We're so excited for you to join us today. With the holidays around the corner, we wanted to welcome the most wonderful time of the year with a delicious holiday dessert board featuring Petit Pot. So, we'll be discussing the importance of clean label, organic, sustainable desserts as well. So, we're super excited to get started. I'm Chrissy. I am the Chief Mom Ambassador here at Mom's Meet, and I am joined by Melissa, who is our social media manager.
Hey everyone, I'm so excited. I am such a dessert lover, so this board is right up my alley, and I'm so excited to share more about Petit Pot with you.
Yeah, so before we jump in and show all the samples and get to try the desserts, we do want to share a little bit more about Mom's Meet. So you can join us actually for free. So head on over to momsmeet.com and you can actually sign up to become a mom ambassador. So if you're a mom ambassador, you get to sample and try tons of better for you products for your family. And it's a great way to kind of experience new things and then share also with your friends and family too. So again, head over to momsmeet.com to join for free. So this event is brought to you by Petit Pot. Imagine a dessert so deliciously indulgent, it momentarily transports you to a Parisian cafe. That is Petit Pot's mission. I've never been to Paris, but oh my goodness gracious, that sounds so dreamy. They are producers of USDA organic, clean label French desserts that are crafted based on authentic French recipes. They are made in the San Francisco Bay Area and also made with magique. I'm trying to be as French as I can today.
That was great.
Thank you. I tried. So one of the things we know you all love are gifts and giveaways. So we're happy to announce that Petit Pot is giving away some amazing prizes today. 5 lucky winners will each receive a prize pack, including 1 case of Petit Pot desserts with a classic or vegan option, so you can choose. And the prize pack also includes a pillow and a tote bag. How cute does that sound?
I love that.
Yeah. So, since we're discussing all things holiday today, be sure to let us know in the comments what is your favorite part about the holiday season. I personally love decorating my Christmas tree with my kids, putting on some holiday music, and really getting into the spirit. I feel like that's like what really kicks off the season for us. How about you, Melissa?
Yeah, totally. I love to decorate with my family. For me, though, I think just being able to be cozy during this time of the year is my favorite thing. I love to curl up and read a book, drink some tea. So I'm definitely excited to get in the holiday spirit. I have my cozy sweater on today for the holiday season. So this is definitely my time of year.
Yeah, I mean, today is December 1st, so it's crazy. It's the holidays are right around the corner. And as we ring in the holiday season, you might be feeling a little overwhelmed with all the upcoming seasonal hostings. I literally was just talking to my sister about how crazy the season is. Like just the different parties and the different baking and gifts and things like that. It can get really crazy. But luckily, Melissa's going to show us how to create a delicious dessert board with Petit Pot's French desserts as the centerpiece. So this dessert board is made with simple ingredients and foods that can elevate your next family gathering without compromising dietary or nutritional needs. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Melissa. I see some goodies right in front of you. I'm so excited to hear what you have for us.
Thanks, Chrissy. Well, I've put together our dessert board, so I'm going to walk everybody through how you can assemble this. It's really easy. Like Chrissy said, we're using simple, clean ingredients, so you know it's going to be better for you and great for the whole family. So the star of our dessert board today are the Petit Pot Pot de Creme French desserts. So we have the French vanilla and we have the dark chocolate with us here today. So we also have a couple different things surrounding it. So for this recipe to make this holiday dessert board, you're going to need a couple different things. We want to start out with some fruit. You can choose whatever you want. This board is totally customizable. But for us today, we're going to be using some apples, some orange slices, and some raspberries, which are my personal favorite. I love them. And then I did a little bit of a homemade trail mix with a little bit of dates, walnuts, and almonds. I feel like the dates are going to add the perfect amount of sweetness to this little trail mix mixture. This is the one everyone can nosh on during the party. And then we also have a homemade ricotta and honey cheese dip. This is really amazing. I feel like this is going to be definitely a hit at every party. And to dip with that, we have some pretzel sticks and some bread sticks. And then just to add a little bit more sweetness to the board because I can't get enough of sweetness, so this one's going to be a sweet heavy one. But we have some dark chocolate vegan chips there too. You can dip them, you can just eat them normally, but they're a great additive. And you can also add whatever garnish you want to this board as well. If you have some fresh herbs, that's amazing. Rosemary, thyme, you can spread it across your board. For us today, we're going to be using cinnamon sticks in the holiday flair. But basically, once you assemble your ingredients, cut everything up, put it into the various bowls, you'll just need to grab a wooden board or tray like we did here. And then you can just assemble it around kind of in a circle, make the petit pot little pot de cremes your centerpiece, and that's pretty much it. It's very easy to create, and I feel like it'll be something that everyone at your holiday party or office Christmas party is really going to enjoy and get to indulge a little bit in.
I love that so much. I feel like creating board like, I am not creative. I feel like everybody knows that about me because I literally say it all the time, but this looks super simple and it looks so fancy. Like, it looks like you spent a ton of time making it.
Right.
So, it's definitely perfect for all of the busy moms out there who don't have time to make something fancy, but it's a great presentation.
Thank you. Yeah, I definitely feel like this is something that you can really just easily put together. And I think the addition of the Petit Pot desserts really just turn it up to that next level. Their desserts are so rich, so creamy, that have the amazing taste of the Madagascar vanilla, the Colombian chocolate. So you really are getting some high quality ingredients here on this board. So I know that with just a little bit of time, you'll be able to make something so wonderful for the holidays.
Yes, I love that keyword, "a little bit of time." That is my love language because I love to bake cookies and cakes
Yeah.
and things, but unfortunately, I just don't have the time, especially in this busy season. So, this is perfect. It's really perfect for an all-encompassing holiday treat with the sweet and savory options too. So, since the Petit Pot desserts are clearly the winner in this holiday dessert board, you can head to petitpot.com to learn more about where to find these creamy French desserts, along with the various flavors they have to offer. They do have a lot of different flavors, so check them out. You can also find them at various retailers. So, they're in Whole Foods, Sprouts, Publix, Amazon Fresh, Imperfect Foods, and a lot of other retailers as well. So, when you're doing your holiday shopping, make sure you check the aisles to see if they're there. So, we hope you enjoyed the recipe demo. Again, check them out at petitpot.com.
Yes. Okay. Well, now that we have the recipe down and pat, I think it's really important for us to talk a little bit more about a topic that we brought in earlier on in the live about clean, simple, sustainable foods and ingredients. That is something that I think is so important to discuss. I'm not a mom yet, but I'd love to get your opinion, Chrissy. As a mom, how important is it for you to incorporate clean and simple foods into your household?
Yeah, I think as a mom, we have a responsibility to make sure that we're teaching our kids about better ingredients and also fostering better eating habits from an early age. I think it's a lot easier to implement that when they're younger, and then it's just a part of who they are and a part of the way that they live. If you wait and then later in life try to implement that, it can be a little bit trickier. So eating clean is definitely better for our bodies. We all know that. And it can be done so simply too. So Petit Pot does a great job at food transparency and also harping on the point that you can indulge without feeling guilty. All thanks to their USDA organic ingredients. I know a lot of times, like you, Melissa, I have a huge sweet tooth. And I also am like a picker. Like, I like to pick easy
Yes.
on the go snacks. So this is perfect. We're gonna show you in a little bit like a jar actually looks like, but it's a perfect serving size. The ingredients are clean that you're eating, and it's oh so yummy too. So it hits all the check marks for me.
Definitely. I can't wait to indulge in a little sweetness in a little bit. But yeah, I think that's amazing. Like I said, I'm not a mom yet, but I think for me, it's so important to just make sure that I'm watching what I intake and what I have in my house. I also want to make sure that my family and friends are eating well too. So I think bringing together something like this at a holiday party or whatever you're hosting this holiday season is really important to just kind of bring it into what really matters and eating that clean, delicious food.
Yeah, I think it's really great too because this product it's for all ages, right? It's not like it's not just a children's food. It's not just an adult food. While I would love it to just be a mommy food in my house, it really does meet, everyone in the household. So I'm also always trying to find ways to make the effort towards a more sustainable lifestyle as well. So Petit Pot locally sources many of their ingredients, like all of their dairy, from Sonoma, California. So it's a great way for them to put emphasis on the corporate social responsibility, because the food industry is this is so crazy. The food industry is the biggest contributor to global waste. So if you could take a guess, Melissa, what percentage do you think of societal waste comes from food?
I mean, now that you said that it's one of the largest contributors, I feel like it has to be a pretty large number. I'm gonna say it's anywhere between like 60 to 70%.
It's 70%, which is
My gosh.
insane. I didn't know that before, we started doing this today. So that it definitely, and it's so funny reading that statistic, because I am known in my household, like, we don't waste food, to the
Yeah.
to like my family is not happy, not pleased with me half the time. Like, we eat the same leftovers because I'm like, we're not wasting it. I refuse to waste it. But it
Right.
is hard, especially when, if it's just like one or two of you in the house, or even if you're cooking for a larger family, and then, the food goes bad or whatever, you end up throwing it out. But 70% is really crazy.
It is. That's such a shocking statistic to me. And I feel like it's so important that food companies focus on being ethical, being sustainable. I love that Petit Pot is, working to have packaging that's made out of glass instead of
Mhm,
plastic. Like, just those
mhm,
little things are so important for companies to include. And I think that with such a large portion of our waste globally being from food, just those small steps can really make a huge impact. And I'm a big stickler on food waste too. I really try to limit that as well. So I think it's great that not only we're working that into our households, but companies are also listening and paying attention
mhm.
to those things and putting them into their product.
Yeah, for sure. One of the other cool things too about their jars, so I was just on their website today. They have a whole section. It's actually really cute. It's like a graph. I don't know. I'm not a designer, but it's like a small video. It's like a ton of different ways to reuse the jars. They
That's
showed the
great.
jars with like little candles in them, and then also like putting a planter in them. Like, it's
Yeah.
things that you would never think to use them for. Like, I would think, oh, I would just reuse it for food, but there's so many different uses for it. So I love that they're, pushing and promoting, personal recycling as well, so that you can use them for different things. So I loved that. But let me tell you, all of this talk about Petit Pot is definitely making my sweet tooth kick in. I just ate lunch, so I'm ready for some dessert. So what are you gonna be, Sam? Are you trying the dark chocolate and vanilla?
So I'm actually going to be trying their new seasonal flavor, which is mint chocolate, and I have it right
Ooh,
here. First of all, let's appreciate how
yes.
adorable the packaging is. How
Yes,
cute. So
I love it.
perfect. I love mint chocolate. It's been my favorite flavor ever since I was a little kid. So I'm very excited for this. There's a special seasonal flavor that you can get now, and I think it's going to be perfect for the holiday. You can even add it to your holiday board if you want to, get a little bit
Mhm.
more seasonal with it. But yes, that's what I'm sampling today. I'm very excited.
Yeah, and I will be trying. I didn't know I was trying this today, and I was so maybe, like, too much excited. Again, sweet tooth over here. I'm trying their rice pudding, which is so funny because right now we're doing a sampling, we're gonna be doing a sampling program with them for the dark chocolate and vanilla, and I kept saying, I'm like, "Oh, I really wanna try the rice pudding." And now I get to try it. I'm so excited. I love rice pudding. So I say we
Look
just
at
both
that.
dig in. I'm super excited to hear about that mint chocolate because that's also one of my
Yes,
favorites. So, oh, and here's the jar too. I
absolutely.
feel like you can't see how, like, cute these are. And you can reuse
Perfect. The
them
perfect size.
too. All
Totally.
right, so I'm gonna
Okay.
try this rice pudding.
Cheers, Chrissy.
Mm. Ooh, that's
Oh
so
my gosh.
yummy.
That is so
Oh
good.
my
I just took
gosh.
a huge bite. I don't know. I was getting a little too excited there. That was so good. I am obsessed. I feel like this is the perfect amount for an after dinner or after lunch snack.
Yes.
Nice little healthy
Yeah.
delicious sweet treat. I think the texture is absolutely amazing. I think it's just so creamy and smooth.
Yeah. So what I love is the portion control, right? So like I said, I always have to have something sweet after dinner. And so, but I'm always like, I mean, I can treat myself, but I don't want to overeat or eat
Yeah.
too much. So this is the perfect size. I'll show you the jar again. So it's in this cute little container. And like I said, go on their website. You can check out tons of different ways to reuse these jars too. Um, but really, I honestly feel like I just took a trip to France with this rice pudding. The texture was so good and really yummy, and it tasted super creamy, which I love. I am like a rice pudding connoisseur, so this is this definitely does the trick. So we have a special gift. Petty Po's giving a special gift to our moms who have tuned in today. So Petty Po has a 15% off discount code. So it runs from today to December 8th. So you have a week to use this. Don't wait. Order your Petit Pot. You can use the code MomsMeetEvent15 at checkout on their website. So it's pettypo.com. Use the code MomsMeetEvent15 for 15% off at checkout. And like we said, there's a ton of different flavor options on there too. There's vegan options as well. I know some people I know who are vegan often complain that there's not a ton of dessert options for them in this world. So
Yeah.
definitely check them out.
That's amazing. And I love how they quality control all of their desserts as well. So you really know that you're going to be getting a little pot of magic. Maybe I should say
Mhm.
magique. Should I flex my French muscles here? But yeah, I think it's absolutely incredible. And definitely do use that coupon code, everyone, and try your own Petit Pot. I think it's absolutely wonderful. And I had a great time sampling it.
Yeah, well, thank you to everyone for joining us today. Thank you again, Melissa, for that amazing spread that you showed us. And also thank you to Petit Pot for sharing more with us about their incredible organic, sustainable French desserts. So remember, make sure you comment on this for your chance to win. There's 5 winners that'll be selected. Be sure to share, like, and comment for your chance to win. We wish everyone the best of luck. And thank you for joining us today and have a great holiday season.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great holiday
Bye.
season. Bye.